entertaining. It's a bit of a hard act to follow with the whopper entrant and the rock band, but yeah, I'll do my best. Good evening, everyone. I begin by acknowledging that we meet on the lands of the Whadjuk people, and I pay my respects to the elders past and present. I'd also like to acknowledge their connection to lands, waterways and communities that we meet. I'd like to start by acknowledging Layla Botham, Principal of Canning College, Miss Jasmine Harumi, Chair of the Canning College Board, Ms. Melina Hubel, Executive Director, Enterprise Governance Partnership with Department of Education, other members of the Canning Board, Canning College Board, and Miss Bev Russell. It's been a delight to sit next to Miss Bev Russell. Anna, you mentioned if anyone been hang gliding. Well, Mrs. Bev Russell has been hang gliding. Look, I realise I'm the last speaker before everyone wants to go home, so I'll make this quick. Layla, I just want to, I've been sitting here listening to the speeches by the valedictorians, and both of them have mentioned family, and I think it's a testament to how you run the college, board, and the staff and admin of your school, that both of them have mentioned the fact that they feel like they're connected to the wider community and consider it to be a family. So congratulations on an amazing establishment. Obviously we're here tonight to celebrate the class of 2025. On my notes here I have here 98 international and local students, and out of courtesy I will name the awards. So 98 international and local students have been awarded certificates to acknowledge completion of one of Canning College signature programs, the Certificate for in University Access Program, the Diploma of Commerce University of West Australia Stream, and the Diploma of Commerce Curtin University Stream and the West Australian University's Foundation Program. In addition, 23 students have been acknowledged for completion of their studies towards the West Australian Certificate of Education. Now, interestingly, Tony mentioned my academic history. I finished school, I did my TEE, I didn't do so well. And Canning College back then, it was a place where you could come back and try again. I chose not to, and I did my advanced certificate in laboratory techniques at TAFE, which is probably the equivalent of, I don't know, probably a Cert 2 or 3. So what you guys done is quite remarkable, because you've done a higher course, and I've followed a similar path to get into university. So I went from using that advanced certificate into university, where I managed to complete 2 degrees, of which I used neither. But it has given me the skills, and has given me foundational skills to do other things, and I'm grateful for that. In terms of Canning College, I just want to let you know that I've worked with a number of people, and off the top of my head, I worked with a lady who's, I call her lady, I'm 50, I call her lady, she's in her 30s. She had an interesting start to life, and she eventually came back to study at Canning College. She went from here to do a law degree. She worked at Minter Ellison as a lawyer, and now she's a barrister. And my colleague that I share an office with at Parliament House, the member for Thornley, Colleen Egan, her story, you can look that up online. She's in her maiden speech, she talks about that. And she had an interesting start to life too. And she chose to come back to school, and she came to Canning College at the time. She went on to become the editors of the West Australian, but more importantly, she advocated for a gentleman called Andrew Mallard, and it was her passion and drive that saw him released from prison for a crime that he did not commit. So you are joining an illustrious alumni. I think you should be very proud of that. So congratulations to you all, and I will just leave with a personal thought of mine that life is not linear. There will be some struggles, but remember what you've overcome this year remember the strength, the dedication and discipline that you have applied to your studies and to your personal lives to see it through. And I wish you every success, class of 2025. So congratulations, Warren.